Hello, my fellow YouTubers, and this is Random Thoughts from me, O.Ted Bear. One of the phrases I grew up with as a child was the sin of hubris. Now, I had always learned that, or had always thought, that hubris just meant pride. Pride as in one of the 7 deadly sins. But I really hadn't found the whole story. I've been working on my self-esteem. The videos a little bit, although these are mainly a very big attack on my anxiety disorder, but that's a different story. And I looked at hubris as something that we use to keep ourselves down. It wasn't until I had used the term a few times with my psychiatrist that I learned I wasn't using it correctly, at least not completely. Webster's Dictionary online called it a great or foolish amount of pride or confidence. In other words, it's not the point where you write a check with your ego you can't cash with your butt. It's when the lords of chaos come in to collect on that check. Usually in a pain, humiliation, or a combination of both. Now, if you've spent any time on YouTube, you can see lots of examples of foolish amounts of pride. But instead of pointing at somebody else, and having enough personal sense of humor, that I'll tell a story on myself. An example of my own hubris. Now, before I went to the military, I was studying Taekwondo. And this school offered various martial arts weapons as part of their training. Now, I was learning the Sanjobang in Korean, which is known as the nunchucks. No, this is not an involuntary vasectomy story. Now, I learned the nunchucks. I was taking it slow because I've seen enough America's Funniest Home Videos and other clips to know that it could really end badly if you screw up. Now, I was taking the drill slowly, very patiently, and slowly building up. But with every injury-free spin, I could feel a little bit of pride in my accomplishment. This is when I learned that hubris is kind of sneaky. The nunchucks spun faster and faster. My moves kept getting more complicated. And at that very moment, I found that a small lapse in concentration can just... It can hurt. Because that's when I spun and hit right here. I hit myself in the face, the side of my temple, sending my glasses flying, but not before imparting a very nice and painful level of pain to the bridge of my nose. As I'm bringing myself back to reality, I'm checking myself, okay, nothing's moving. Nothing's moving that's not supposed to be moving. Okay, that's intact. Okay, no blood. Where are my glasses? And that's when I found out I had knocked both lenses out, but otherwise my glasses were intact. I was lucky. This is why I I actually, as I'm watching YouTube videos, I find myself having a lot of sympathy for kids developing new tricks. They're just developing new tricks and something happens and they eat pavement. However, when it comes to morons doing tricks in traffic, like, doing a wheelie at 90 miles an hour, going down the freeway, not so much. If I'm trying to say anything, if there's any sort of message I'm trying to relay here, is that pride isn't really a sin. But, like everything else, too much is bad. Pride in your accomplishments, have pride in yourself. Have pride in what you've done. Have pride in what you've accomplished. Pride is not a sin. It's a good thing. It's just when you become a loudmouth schmuck, you're asking for trouble, pain, humiliation, missing teeth. It's a very long list, and I'm sure you know what it is. Anyway, this is Random Thoughts from me, O.Ted Bear. I hope I helped.